Hey you, let's talk about the time that I moved to Las Vegas and what it's like to live here. 0 to 5 stars, 2 stars. Off the strip, Vegas is a very small town vibe. Hands down, one of the weirdest places I've ever lived. Weird, 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 all around just weird. Austin, Texas, they have this saying like, keep Austin weird, but Austin, they know they're weird. Vegas, they don't know they're weird, and that's weird to me. And maybe it's just like a cultural difference, being from North Carolina, being from the East Coast. It's just a certain type of way that we conduct ourselves. I'm a Southern belle. We have Southern hospitality. There is no such thing out here in Vegas. Like, maybe people aren't rude. That's just the West Coast culture. People don't really respond if you speak. People don't speak to you when they see you. There may not be a problem. To me, back home, especially if I see you every day and you don't at least acknowledge me, hey, how you doing? That's rude. But to them, it's not rude. So that's one thing to get over. Use of the N-word out here, mad weird. People, like non-black people, say it in the presence of black people, like amongst each other. And to me, that's really cringy. And they use it, and it's just natural. It sounds like natural to them when it shouldn't be like that. Black people also use that word in the presence of other non-black people, which is also weird to me. Like, that is a word that you shouldn't use, but if you do use it, it's usually in the presence of a lot of black people. Like, maybe you're describing someone or something that somebody did in the heat of the moment, not just in everyday conversation. That's weird to me, and people do that a lot out here. One thing that I do like though about living on the West Coast, I would say LA to Vegas is like Atlanta to Charlotte. Cost of living, just to give you a comparison, I was living in Houston 2 years ago and I had a 600 square foot apartment for like $1,200. Granted, it was like one of those cute little mid-rises, you know, high-end appliances, all the bells and whistles. And when I moved to Vegas, we got a 2-bedroom apartment, way more square feet for only $200 more. So it kind of shows you how far your dollar can go in Vegas. But what I will say, we just got the Raiders and we're building the Raiders Stadium. And the high cost of living in LA is always driving people to come move to Vegas. So with that being said, I have noticed, bless you, a rise in rent, in my opinion. It's like housing is getting harder to come by, so rent is going up because of those two reasons. Traffic, people are weird when it comes to traffic out here. So when I got here, I found I was being far more aggressive than what I needed to be. I was borderline running people off the road, just kind of like bullying my way across the highway. And I was like, oh, like, you're gonna let me over? Like, I don't have to drive like that? When I was in Texas, people would run. It's like every time I get on the road in Texas, people in these big Texas pickup trucks will damn near run me off the road. Like, that was just normal. So I naturally like drive like that. But when I came out here, I find that people will let you over. However, because of all the casinos are on every block here. There's one right outside my apartment. It's a lot of drunk driving. I will say that almost every single time I get in my car in Vegas, somebody almost hits me. And it's not because of something I did. Like, I have learned to calm down. I can, you know, drive like a regular person now. People almost hit me every single time. And I think people just drive really stupid. I don't know if they're drunk, they're young, I don't know what the issue is, but people, the driving itself is not as aggressive as it is in Texas or on the East Coast. So that causes our insurance rates to go up like the volume on this bus is astronomical when it comes to insurance for your car. Let's see, what else? I think, did we talk about state income taxes? There are none. So you can take home more on your paycheck. One thing I will miss about Vegas though, the beauty here. There's so much, the desert is so beautiful to me. When you've had a long day, it's nothing like just driving out to the mountains, driving out to the desert, and there's nothing, and the silence consumes you, and it's so peaceful there. I think there is so much beauty in the desert. I enjoy being able to wake up and it doesn't matter what direction you're looking in, there's mountains everywhere. So beautiful. I'm gonna miss that. With that being said though, I will not miss the weather or the climate. It is dry and average weather for us, we're in the triple digits, and I'm not talking about no 105, 106, I'm talking about 115 and up. It is hot. It is hot as Hades out here, and it's no joke, okay? The heat, that don't make no type of sense at all. It's ridiculous how hot it is. And I said, my first summer here, I said, I'm not doing another summer out here. And here I am 2 summers later, but I'm for real this time, I'm not doing it no more. It's too daggone hot. With that being said though, if you go up high enough in the mountains, they have these really cool ski resorts, and there's actual real snow, like enough snow for you to like build an igloo with, like it's snow. So that I do find pretty cool. As far as like down in the valley in winter time, it does get cold enough that you will need a coat. We did get a little bit of snow in the valley last year, but I would say the heat far outweighs our winter times here, and the dryness, and the heat is accompanied like with, it's just dry, and it's like when you go outside your whole face just like shrivels up because it's so hot and dry out here. The dryness, after a while, like for a weekend you might be okay, but it tears up your hair, it tears up your skin. I also had this stuff called Las Vegas allergy mix because all the trees here are not native. So the trees are over processing, so it's over pollinated, and your allergies will be on 10 here. So it's the water quality here, a very, very hard water. So you have to buy like these water softeners, and that also takes a toll on your health and your skin over time. But Vegas, man, it's just one of them towns that you come in for the weekend. In a weekend, you don't even need to be here that long. 3 days, do what you gotta do and leave. Like, it's not a town that you would want to move to. Like, there is no African American history museum. There isn't all these really cool resources. Like, it's not here in Vegas. The industry here is hospitality. There's tons of casinos, tons of hotels. If that's what you're into, sure. In my opinion, for long-term growth and success in a business, in education, Vegas is not the place to be. We're actually like 49 in the US for education. We swap back and forth all the time between Vegas and Mississippi, or Nevada and Mississippi. You know how in different places in the US, there's like vermin or rodents iconic to that area. Like when I think about pests in New York, I think about rats and roaches. If you're in the South, you got the giant like flying roaches and giant water bugs. In the West, it's scorpions. I was reading the news. This couple moved into a nice apartment out here, and they had a scorpion infestation. Some movies, a scorpion infestation. So 2 stars, not my favorite place to live. It was cool while it lasted. I always have the chance to say that I lived in Vegas, but it's not somewhere that I would want to live ever again. And honestly, I don't even know if I would vacation here again. Like, I'm over it, y'all. I really and truly am. I am. So 2 stars, peace and love. We will chat soon about another adventure. Talk soon. Love ya.